Protection toothpaste. It helps eliminate plaque at the gum line, helping prevent gingivitis. And it's been clinically proven to help reverse it in just 4 weeks. It also protects these other areas dentists check most. New Crest Pro Health Clinical Toothpaste for healthier gums.
Sam Higgins, you have frequent heartburn, right?
Yeah, it flares up a few days a week.
Well, we're the two active ingredients in Zegrid OTC.
I'm omeprazole, the leading prescription heartburn medicine.
And I'm sodium bicarbonate. I protect him from stomach acid so he can get to work.
Look, guys, I've already tried a lot of stuff.
Wow.
With Zegrid OTC, you get 24-hour relief.
So this is goodbye heartburn.
Gone.
Finito.
Zegrid OTC. 2 ingredients.
1 mission.
Heartburn solved.
So you're thinking about fixing up the house, and you're going to use your refund from Uncle Sam to help. We'll stop by Lowe's, and we'll give your tax refund a boost. Just come in February 8th through March 14th and load up the Lowe's tax refund card from $500 to $4,000. Then on March 18th, we'll add 10% more to the original value. That's more money.
Woohoo!
Whatever project's on your list, get going, and we'll give you the extra funds to get it done. Get more from your refund during the Lowe's tax refund event. Experience Lowe's. Let's build something together.
We began with a sports car. And ended with one. Introducing the TSX Sport Wagon from Acura.
Weeknights 8, 7 Central, the Weather Channel, primed for excitement. And now, your local on the 8s.
Welcome back to Weekend View. What started as a leisurely drive quickly turned into a nightmare last week for a Washington State couple. John and Patricia Norvell survived, that is, 5 days trapped in their Jeep under a mound of snow. The couple, both diabetics, only had jelly beans to eat and snow water to drink. Miraculously, some Good Samaritans came to the rescue. NBC News reporter Lee Cowan has their incredible story.
In the shadow of Mount St. Helens, high in the Cascade Mountains, John and Pat Norvell set out on a winter photography trip. The scenery didn't disappoint, but the weather did.
The snow that was on here was this high on the Jeep.
Just past some remote lava tubes that have become attractive to cave hikers, the couple's Jeep slid into a snowy ditch way out of cell phone reach and alone. That was last Monday.
And we knew all we could do was just sit there and wait.
Both are diabetic, and their insulin medication was back at home, where a worried family had put out the call on Facebook. but got nothing.
Where'd they go, what'd they do, there's no trace of them, so.
5 days, the couple persevered in temperatures hovering in the teens, turning the car's heater on and off in shifts, trying to ration their gas.
This saved our life. This little guy right here.
The only thing they had to drink was snow. It melted in water bottles.
So I figured somebody's going to come by. But I didn't think it was going to take them 5 days.
But on Friday, just as their gas had nearly run out, John saw what his wife thought was surely a hallucination. A group of campers with a truck.
And she said, "Do you need any help?" "God, what do you mean?" Yes, yes.
That, it turns out, was the most beautiful thing they'd seen the whole trip. One meant to last only a few hours, not 5 long days. Lee Cowan, NBC News, Los Angeles.
What a story there. Well, let's take you into the Southwest, where your story has been how chilly it has been and snow falling all the way down into Tucson, Arizona. This is new eyewitness video into the Weather Channel. Becky Soto took this video. She said, snow in Tucson, Arizona this morning taken with my cell phone. Yeah, you grab anything, your camera phone, your camera, just when you see snow in Arizona all the way down to Tucson. While it does happen, it doesn't happen that often. Let's talk about what's happening here. That system in the west has a lot of energy with it, and that energy is going to spread east as we head through today into tonight. We've got our front, and right along the warm front, there will be thunderstorms. In fact, you have some right now going on in Tennessee. But then later today, we're going to see the risk for severe weather increase, a moderate risk out from the Storm Prediction Center for severe weather, hail, damaging winds, and there is a tornado threat as well in this area. Then we take it into tomorrow, and a slight risk of thunderstorms that could turn severe all the way up into Pennsylvania and southward into Georgia and into Alabama. Now, another risk is also going to be flooding. Eric has more on that.
Yeah, no, last week we already had some heavy rain working its way through. With this storm system, it's almost taking an identical track, which means some of the same areas are going to be seeing more of that rainfall. I want to show you what the rivers are looking like right now. In this map that we're going to take a peek at, you see the orange squares on the map. All of these are rivers that are at minor flood stage right now. You can see a pretty good concentration of them in southern Illinois, also southern Indiana. Then you look at where the rain is expected to fall over the next 24 hours. Quick moving system, but we have 1 to 1.5 inch totals from eastern sections of Missouri working through Illinois and into Indiana. Ohio, too, picking up some impressive rainfall totals with this system. Most of this rain happening on the north side of the warm front. So we look forward to the forecast and what will happen after all of that rainfall. Well, now we have more of these rivers into minor or maybe even some moderate flood stage. And you do see that purple square there. That's major flood stage. And keep in mind that this is just a forecast for some of these major river gauges. You get into some of the smaller streams and tributaries, and they can react very quickly to that water. So we're going to be talking about localized flooding. 6 inches of flowing water can knock a person off of their feet, and it can drown a person if it's rushing fast enough or if you're just not a very good swimmer. We talk about maybe 2 feet of rain and flowing water. That can take your car right down the street, and only water moving at 4 miles per hour, I should say, that can destroy a home. 4 miles per hour. There's incredible power in water, and we saw what happened with the tragedy in western Kentucky last week. We do not want to see a repeat performance of that, so folks, be wary when that rain starts to fall. Don't cross the water on the roads, and if a stream is running high, stay away from the banks. Jen, over to you.
Well, rained out, then washed out, and later on Weekend View, find out what went wrong when a couple tried to recreate their California beach wedding in pictures. Plus, are you still in danger of getting the flu, or is that sniffle caused by seasonal allergies? An expert joins us live with some answers.
See this? Nobody else has what this paint's got, and that's a #1 rating. It's a paint and primer in one, so it goes on bold and looks even better. It means getting more done in half the time. And it means the shade you see on that swatch ends up on that wall and is as durable as it is colorful. You know where to find it. More saving, more doing. That's the power of the Home Depot. Try it for yourself. Get your own 8-ounce sample of the #1 rated Behr paint. Now just $2.94.
Heaven comes to earth. Rich, creamy, thick, Dan & Greek. The most delicious yogurt imaginable. Heaven on earth. Discover Dan & Greek.
Mark, we have teams on both coasts that are interested, but Milos only wants to play for Dallas. Milos really wants to play for Brussels. Milos only wants to play for Shanghai. Buenos Aires. Frankfurt? Paris. Milos really wants to play for Rome. How's your Japanese?
We know why you fly. We're American Airlines.
Nature is unique, pure, and also delicious. Like Nature Valley, granola bars made with crunchy oats and pure honey. Nature Valley, 100% natural, 100% delicious.
The Weather Channel in its prime, in prime time. Great stories.
Oh my God!
Great shows.
This is unbelievable!
The Weather Channel, primed for excitement.
You are you. You are also your Social Security number, your credit card numbers, even the equity in your home. To a criminal, stealing just one piece of your identity can be enough to wreak havoc on your life. That's why you need LifeLock, working to help to protect all of you. We aggressively patrol your identity every second of every day. Unlike credit monitoring that only tells you after your identity has been stolen. With LifeLock, as soon as we spot a threat to your identity within our network, our advanced ID alert system directly notifies you, helping to protect your identity before you become a victim. And because not all identity theft can be stopped, LifeLock backs our service with a $1 million guarantee. Try LifeLock free for 60 days. Just remember, trial 60. If you're not completely satisfied, notify us and you won't pay a cent. Order now and also get this document shredder free. Call 1-800-601-5104 or go to LifeLock.com to try LifeLock free for 60 days. That's 1-800-601-5104. LifeLock service guarantee cannot be offered to residents of New York.
Now, your local on the 8s.
Boulevard, a beehive of activity as crews put the final touches on preparations for tonight's Academy Awards. Giant decorative Oscar statues are wrapped in plastic to protect them from yesterday's rain and wild weather. It has not been a nice week there in Southern California. Roads near the Kodak Theater were closed on Saturday morning. We can take a live look into Los Angeles, and right now, look at that. Bluebird sky, 42 degrees. It is chilly out there, and today will be a cooler than average day. However, much better compared to what we've been enduring. We want to head over to Mark Elliott now in the Digital Media Center. He wants to show us how you can find more Weather Oscar news on our website, weather.com.
We thought it would be a good idea to get on Facebook and Twitter and start talking about movies that feature the weather. So on weather.com, we actually have a whole story showing your favorites. In fact, it's right on the homepage. It's called When Weather Stars in a Movie. And when you click into that, sure, you get some of the obvious answers like Twister. Yeah, hard to have the movie Twister without the weather. Or The Wizard of Oz. Lots of people talking about how this movie just sucked them into the world of weather with the tornado in the beginning of the film. Then, of course, you have the scandal that is or was The Day After Tomorrow. My favorite line from this article, The Day After Tomorrow instantly drew major criticism from scientists. Paleoclimatologists said that it's like comparing the movie to Climate Scientist if you can compare Frankenstein to heart transplant surgery. Yeah, that's some tough words right there. Of course, Wizard of Oz didn't win the Academy Award that year. Instead, this movie did, Gone with the Wind. Of course, there's The Heat. That's a big story there. And Of course, we've got the 10 Oscars back in 1939 from Gone with the Wind.